Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to youtube.com/DaneGiza412, coming here from my new home in Akron, Ohio. As you all know, I've had a little bit of a hiatus here from YouTube. It's been almost 2 weeks, but it's great to be back up here. I want to let you know, apologize for not getting to Clash of Champions review or predictions or a Raw review. Just been so busy here with the move. But now, being settled in here at my new residence, as you can see, the background is a little bit different here. A lot more space here to work with. The content will be coming back here to youtube.com/DaneGiza412, so don't go anywhere. We got Raw review coming up this Monday. We'll be going live, and hope to be joining have my good friend Mike Gregario back here on the channel. Been a long time since Mike has been on the channel. Also in the pipeline, stay tuned. Going to be doing another Q&A video. Always look forward to doing those with yins guys. And got an interview with a good friend of mine. So stay tuned for that. Actually, 2 interviews in the pipeline. So a lot of great content coming here soon to the channel. And it's great to get it back up and running. So I had a chance to watch NXT. Watched it over the last 2 days. Really just wanted to come up here and give my thoughts on it. The September 18th edition of NXT, which was the debut edition on the USA Network. As we all know, Hour 1 aired on the USA Network, Hour 2 aired on the WWE Network, and the nice thing here is just my viewing experience here of how I'm going to watch wrestling going forward. I don't have cable. Chose to cut the cord, like some of you out there probably have done. So I got a Chromecast. I'm able to stream off the USA Network, so I can watch NXT and Raw live if need be. I also found out I have the TNT app, so I can stream and watch AEW live as well. So the only way that I figure out is how to watch SmackDown. But as far as those shows go in the near future, rest assured I will be able to watch all of those and bring you the reviews as well. So just wanted to let you know about that. So guys, without further ado, let's dive into this episode of NXT, because there's certainly a lot to talk about. This was an excellent debut here on the USA Network. We kick things off with Triple H. A great promo to just open up the show. Just really get you pumped, really get you excited. NXT just does a great job of that. And we kick things off with the number 1 contenders match for the to determine who will face Shayna Baszler for the Women's Championship in 2 weeks' time, going up against AEW Dynamite. Io Shirai versus Bianca Belair versus Mia Yim versus Candice LeRae. Thought all women worked well here. Solid fatal 4-way opener here. I really thought that with Io Shirai being heel, I figured that might cancel her out. And Candice LeRae actually picked up the win here. She had her finisher on Mia Yim, who I didn't see Mia Yim or Bianca Belair. I just didn't see them going back to either of those two opponents, seeing as how Shayna Baszler beat them both so decisively. So Candice LeRae is your new number 1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler walks out. They stare down Candice LeRae. And it would not surprise me to see Io Shirai cost Candice LeRae the championship. And that would keep their feud going. So we'll see what happens in 2 weeks' time, but looking forward to Shayna Baszler versus Candice LeRae. Next match here, Shawn versus Cameron Grimes. I really like the way this show was paced. I know I was reading an interview about Triple H talking about how you're going to pace a show like this, just with the commercial breaks. And, I thought they were paced well enough, much better than they were on Raw or SmackDown, where it really just interrupts the flow of a match. I mean, I know you have to go to commercial, but like I said, I thought they did a good job of pacing this show tonight. Cameron Grimes hits the standing double stomp for the win. So, quick match, quick victory here for Cameron Grimes. My favorite match on this show, the North American Championship match, the Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong. These two had an excellent match. This was a match worthy of being on an NXT TakeOver. I mean, these guys just battled to and from. Eventually, you knew the Undisputed Era were going to come down to the ring, and Strong tripped Dream into the ref. There's your ref bump. Dream hit the Dream Valley Driver, and Dream knocked down Cole off the apron. Strong hits the end of Heartache. Dream kicks out. Nice near fall there. Dream hits another Dream Valley Driver. He goes up top. Cole superkick extreme off the top rope. Ref's distracted. Strong hits the end of Heartache, the second one here in the match for the win. So despite the interference, Undisputed Era, NXT Championship, North American Championship, NXT Tag Team Championships. They currently hold all of the gold here in NXT. And I knew it was going to happen. I love Undisputed Era. You knew they were going to get involved somehow, some way. It only made sense. So they are the dominant faction here on NXT. The question is, who will be the one to take that from them? Well, we might find out a little bit later on in the show. I'll run a scenario by you guys and see what you think. Pete Dunne versus Turo Ruas. I hope I pronounced that right. Pete Dunne snapped Russ's fingers, and Ruas tapped out. So a dominant win here for Pete Dunne, who I'm happy to say is going to be a staple of NXT going forward. As we all know, he was the NXT UK champion. Never had really time to watch NXT UK, so therefore I miss seeing Pete Dunne. So I like the Bruiserweight, and I think he'll be a great addition to the NXT roster on a permanent basis here. Xyla versus Aliyah. Lee lands a tornado kick for the win. Not too much to say about that match. Denzel Jordan-A is in the ring, and Imperium walks through the crowd, surrounds the ring, and I've heard of this guy, like I said, Walter, the NXT United Kingdom champion. Like I said, I really wish I had a chance to watch NXT UK. It's tough when you can only devote so much of your time to professional wrestling. Like I said, I feel like I'm maxed out as it is. But Walter is here. He says they're here to restore the honor and tradition of the sport. Kushida walks down. He interrupts. Begins to take on Imperium, except for Walter. Walter grabs Kushida. Kushida kicks Walter in the head, and he escapes as the rest of Imperium hits the ring. So we got Imperium making their debut here on the NXT roster. Wouldn't it be pretty cool to see them go up against the Undisputed Era? I was just thinking that in my mind. You want to do faction versus faction? Maybe you could do that in War Games for all the championships. Maybe that'd be a little bit too convoluted, but be that as it may, that would be a match I'd like to see. Now, a really enjoyable match on this show, probably my second favorite match of the night, was this Cruiserweight Championship #1 contenders match. Lio Rush versus ONeill. These two guys beat the hell out of each other. It's high-flying, high-octane. I mean, just the look in ONeill eyes as he was like, come on, Rush, you want to go? You want to beat the shit out of me? I mean, you can't hold this guy down at all. And Lio Rush goes up to the top rope. Lorcan moves out of the way. Towards the end of the match, crowd's really getting behind Lio, and it was great to see him back after being off TV for so long, and his time on the main roster. Rush hits the frog splash onto ONeill and becomes the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. So what I heard is going to be the case here is 205 Live is going to be integrated into NXT going forward, seeing as how they have the 2 hours now, and I feel like that would be the best going forward. I feel like the Cruiserweight Championship would be a good fit for the NXT brand because it's not getting the time of day on the main roster. I always said you should have 205 Live if you're going to do it at Full Sail. Seeing as how well the Cruiserweight Classic went, I think it would just be a better fit for an audience like, Full Sail, rather than being in a half-empty building after a SmackDown taping. Just saying. So we'll see what happens with that going forward. Street fight time here. Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane. These two begin to brawl. Immediately, Dane pulls a kendo stick from under the ring. Riddle hits the overhead kick to Dane, hits him with the kendo stick. They begin to brawl into the back, and Dane tosses Riddle into the side of a production truck. We see the Forgotten Sons in the backstage area. Walter and Imperium are shown as well. Eventually, Walter attacks Riddle. Street Profits and the Forgotten Sons join in. We have a complete melee. All hell is breaking loose. This eventually explodes into the ring. Everyone is fighting each other. We have Jordan Miles, Imperium, Killian Dane hits a suicide dive. The match is declared a no contest, but that was certainly fine with me just due to the fact of the chaos, the carnage of the way that this episode of NXT went off the air here. Wow. What a debut here on the USA Network, like I said. I'm looking forward to seeing what NXT has in the pipeline in the next couple of weeks. and I think it should be a hell of a fun ride. The Wednesday Night Wars are certainly going to be something else to watch. So yeah, I wanted to come up here, guys, get my NXT review posted. I do apologize for being a little bit late on it, but back up here full time here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412 for my new home. Let me know what you guys thought of NXT. Let me know what you guys think of the new location. Like I said, I got a lot more room to work with here, so more videos coming soon here to youtube.com/DanielGuys412. Like I said, going to be doing another Q&A video. Going to be doing my Raw review on Monday, so I'll be back with those. Hope to do more NXT reviews and AEW reviews in the near future, so stay tuned for that. If you like what you see, click my like and subscribe button here to youtube.com/DanielGuys412, Twitter @DanielGuys412, and Facebook.com/DanielGuys1994. And also be sure to visit CaneActionTeam.com, the stunt team that I'm a part of. That is CaneActionTeam.com, the preeminent stunt team in Akron, Ohio. So until then, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I am out, and have